You talk about it a little bit on the stage, but what was the conception point of this project?
Well, you know, Peter and I have been friends since junior high school. Elton was the artist that got us together. Peter played piano. I could sing. And we met each other and started, you know, just hanging out and learning Elton songs and playing. And it was just, we became fast friends. And, you know, he's the reason I'm still playing. You know, he's the reason I started, and Elton was the glue that got it going. So about a year ago, we just went, we should do this show, the songs that we love, and then it happened. It's great.
As a piano player, Elton's got to be one of your heroes. He was
big
the
time.
Guy.
Big time. Probably my whole style is learned from him. You know, I like to think that my style's changed a lot since then, but yeah, completely. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He was my, you know, I don't know what I was playing before he came around. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my style.
It's funny when that seeps, it seeps in you. You know.
Oh yeah.
I can't get away from it either. I
no.
sing like Elton. You play.
Yeah,
like
anything
Elton,
I play,
you know,
it's
just,
like, oh, well, yeah.
You can hear it.
Yeah, this is Elton would do it this way.
Yep.
Whether I want to or not.
Could be worse. Could be like Rupert Holmes or something.
It could be.
You know, at least it's Elton.
At least it's Elton.
I like pina
That's true.
But,
yes.
But you can't like him. You can't like that song. I'm sorry.
He had a nice beard, though.
He did have a nice beard.
Old friendship. The tonality. Is it fair to say that you are consciously singing like Elton, or did it seep into your voice?
Well, you know, this particular show, there's no reason for me to interpret my own interpretation of Elton John. Nobody wants to hear that. They came to hear these songs, and I can't, frankly, think of any better way to sing it than what they did. But this was not the show for me to take liberties with Elton John's melodies. You know, these songs they're ingrained in people's, you know, Holiday Inn and Indian Sunset. They listen to it their whole lives, you know, probably since being teenagers. And they know it, and that's what they want to hear. And it's fine with me. you know, I didn't want to do any. I wanted to make it sound as much like Elton as possible. And that's why we have this large band to do these early songs, get strings, get percussion to really capture that. So I think we did it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of interpretation, I suppose the set list is your interpretation because you picked the thing I loved most about it. It's not the greatest hits at all.
No.
That was. I think that was the first thing we said. It's like no hits. We're not going to do Benny and Jets. Yeah, just because people have heard this stuff to death, and I don't know. I love the hits, but to me, it's really not that interesting to play them. I mean, I don't see the point.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
nobody's done this show. That's what we like about it. So nobody's done a show and done Tonight and Roy Rogers and We All Fall in Love Sometime.
Yep.
And you know, it took a lot for that. You know, this is a tough thing. You know, we asked a lot of this audience. It's a long show. We did 27 songs. That's a long time, and not hits. But I think that they really they dug what we were trying to do. I think, and I think they respected that we were really honoring those songs. They're masterpieces. Yeah. They are.
Yeah.
I think that's well said. You were honoring John and Taupin by going a level deeper, maybe even sometimes more than one level deep.
Yeah.
I'm a radio guy. I know a lot of music. There were some songs I'd never heard. There were many songs I hadn't heard for years.
Yep. Probably deeper than what he does.
I'm sure.
You know, I don't think he
doesn't
pulls any of these songs out. Maybe sometimes, but I'm sure he would come in and go, "What the hell is that? Where'd you get that song? Why are you doing that song?"
No, it was great. It was surreal to play those songs.
It really was.
It's like for me, you know, when we were kids, my imagination was, what if we were in a band and we played those songs with a big band? That's what it was like. It was just like, tonight was surreal for me.
It was. For me too.
And I've been playing for 33 years with bands, but I've never done this. You know, this is like the dream band from my childhood.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Quite amazing.
Now, were you sincere when you said that it looked like the wheels might not stay on a few weeks ago?
Oh, we had a major problem.
Yeah.
A major problem. The person that was going to be doing the keyboards, the strings, you know, the reason we chose those songs, just freaked out and didn't learn anything. And we're 2 weeks out. Who's going to take on that chair?
Yeah.
It's a big chair to fill.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff to do. And luckily, Charlie was available, and he just did a fantastic job.
Yes, he did. Beautiful.
Yeah. So it was touch and go there for a little while.
What kind of an investment is it to? Can you feel your way through those songs as a musician, or do you have to know them? And what's the investment to get yourself to be able to do that?
Well, I think just I grew up with them, so I knew them. There were a couple songs that we did tonight that I don't think we've ever done before.
No.
You know, like
Many is that we haven't done before.
yeah. So there were a few moments of going. I actually had to go. What's next? But most of it, no. I just know them. I learn. I don't remember learning them. I just learned them. At some point in my life, I sat down, listened to stereo, and learned them. But I don't remember when. And it's just so second nature to play those songs. I mean, and it is kind of weird. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it does. I mean, I guess it does kind of seep into you a little bit, you know. I don't know how else to explain it.
I think sometimes, you know, everybody has influences. You know, Tom Petty has the Byrds.
Right.
You know, Prince has Sly Stone. I mean, everybody wears their influences.
Oh, yeah.
But I think, you know, for both of us, it's like, it just, that time in our lives and that music, like it molded us.
Yeah.
And I don't know anybody in town that honors those songs like we do.
No,
Frankly, I mean, I honestly, I'm not downgrading anybody. I'm just saying, I think it's just one of those things that is just part of our thing, and when we play it, it just always works.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy.
It is weird.
You know.
Yeah.
It almost became part of like your musical DNA. It's like
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, completely.
Absolutely. And happy that it's him. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, happy that somebody who doesn't suck is in our musical DNA.
Yeah.
You know, like who doesn't like Elton John? There's nobody that doesn't like it. You know.
Yeah.
They like something.
There's something to like.
You know.
Right.
So it's been good.
Here's one thing I noticed at the end. You, at least to my ear, you consciously interpolated a little bit of Elvis Presley in there, and then you're playing like Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah. Well, we copped that from 11/17/70. That's when Elton came in town.
I did not know that was coming.
But when he came to America with just piano, bass, and drums, that was one of the songs that he would go into.
Yeah.
So it was just that would be kind of fun. You know, we're just beat.
Yeah.
It's like one of my
I didn't see that coming.
No.
I'm glad.
No.
I'm glad it came.
It was fun. Really fun.
Yeah.
Well, I think that you accomplished your mission tonight, and you got one more night. Do you think that there's a way that you could carry this on and bring it to a wider audience in the future?
Well, you know, it's a lot to ask. You know, it's a lot to ask of an audience to come and hear songs that aren't hits in these kind of venues. I hope so. We'd love to keep doing it, you know, but I don't want to throw in a bunch of hits to make it accessible. This is the beauty of it. Mm-hmm. These songs they stand on their own, and they're beautiful songs, and the band plays amazing. And it's not going to be for everybody, but hopefully it's for enough that they'll dig it.
Yeah.
You know. And so, I'll do this show anytime, anywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, count me in.
Yeah.